June 18th in South Korea, an ambulance was driving a 79-year-old woman who was suffering from stage 4 lung cancer to the emergency room because she had trouble breathing. When the ambulance driver was changing lanes, he accidentally hit a taxi driving behind them. The taxi driver quickly got out and refused to let the ambulance continue on for about 10 minutes. He wanted the ambulance driver to deal with the accident first before driving to the hospital. The ambulance driver tried to persuade the taxi to move and even offered to take the taxi driver with him in the ambulance to the hospital to deal with the insurance claims. The taxi driver refused this, and on the black box footage from the ambulance, he can be heard saying things such as, "It's nothing urgent, she's not in a critical condition, I will call for another ambulance for the patient," and he even said, "I will take the blame if she dies." In the footage, the taxi driver also claims to have worked as an ambulance driver, and because of this, he knows that ambulance drivers are speeding even if there isn't an emergency. In Korea, it is common for police cars and ambulances to drive with their lights on, even when not going to or from an emergency or accident. So this might be what the taxi driver was referring to. Seeing how the taxi driver was refusing to move at all, another ambulance was eventually called and the patient was then transported to the hospital. But unfortunately, she died at 9 p.m. the same day. After the accident, the taxi driver quit his job and was soon after arrested. Police are looking into if the taxi driver actually caused the accident on purpose and if he can be charged with homicide. In Korea, when a car accident happens, it is possible to pay the victim an agreed upon amount of money, and the victim will then not press any charges and agree to not want any further compensation. Many people in accidents will accept this because they fear if they do not, they might be judged harshly later on and could end up paying a huge amount of money and maybe even get a jail sentence. The victim would often want the issue to be settled quickly and not have to wait several months to be paid the amount of money they are entitled to. So this is why some people claim that the accident might have been caused on purpose, so the taxi driver could get some easy money from the driver of the ambulance. The son of the deceased woman posted a petition online which currently has over 700,000 signatures demanding the taxi driver be punished for delaying the ambulance and thereby, in his eyes, causing the death of his mother. The taxi driver has since sued the patient's family for defamation because of this petition.